gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome back to Ultralight Pro Wrestling episode 39. We're just a month and a half away from UPW Final Destination on May 30th, the season finale of Season 1 of Ultralight Pro Wrestling. Tonight, I am your host, aaroncantmosh. It is just me at the booth again today. Crazy Joe is actually sick right now, so go wish him to get well soon. And we're going to have a crazy good old time here tonight with a stat card for UPW episode 39. Bound by Blood versus Grandido, match 2 with their best of 5 seasons. Tonight, they face off in a steel cage. The Silver Tongue faces the Gold Medalist Academy in 8-man tag action. Should be a doozy, people. We will hear from the CEO herself, Mercedes Mone, ahead of Final Destination. Abyss faces Penta in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This one is going to be absolute chaos. The UPW Global Championship is on the line as Kris Statlander goes against the After Images Lyra, Valkyria, Kingston with the Global Championship here tonight. And in the main event of UPW episode 39, the Men's World Championship is on the line as Eddie Kingston reignites an old feud with Chris Hero. But what? Oh, Elba Femi and Brody King on the stage. The people, we're not even like a minute into the show. What the hell is going on? Oh my God, Brody King's gonna powerbomb him. Oh, Elba Femi fighting out of it. Elba Femi fighting out of it. Oh my, Brody King on the edge of the stage. Oh my God, belly to belly through the table. Holy shit! Wait a minute! Ricky Steamboat! Oh, that's not a popular decision with the UPW crowd. Brody King and Elba Femi both suspended for the next 2 weeks. Certainly a hell of a way to start the show, people. Brody King and Elba Femi not even let me get 2 minutes into the show without getting interrupted. But now it is time for your opening contest of episode 39 of Ultralight Pro Wrestling TV. Bound by Blood faces Grandido in match 2 out of the best of 5 series. And tonight, they meet inside a steel cage. And we just heard from the new Ultralight Pro Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Javon Evans and Leon Slater, the UFO, saying they're watching this series very closely. Whoever wins this series, they will meet at Final Destination for the World Tag Team Championships. These are 2 guys you do not want to be locked inside of a cage with. Really Dragunov and Konosuke Takeshita. These 2 men hit hard and they do not pull punches. Tonight, Grandido are definitely in for a fight. And here they come. Hologram and Bandito, who really captured the hearts of the Ultralight Pro Wrestling audience in the last couple of months. Both these teams went to General Manager Ricky Steamboat after the Briscoe Cup and said, hey, We didn't get a fair shake. Now both these teams lost to the Kings of Wrestling. And they want to be reinserted into the title picture, but Steamboat said, hey, I can't put both of you in. Only one of you's got to go in. As we start this best of 5 series between Hologram, Grandido, Konosuke Takeshita, and Ilya Dragunov. This is going to be a fight, people. 4 men locked inside a steel cage, the 3rd ever steel cage match in UPW history. And here we go. Ilya Dragunov and Konosuke Takeshita. Oh, got the workout for them here tonight. Hologram landed on his feet. Rolling elbow from Konosuke Takeshita. Super kick from Grandido. Oh, Dragunov dodge. Nice backhand from Dragunov. Hell of a way to start this match off. Now both these teams unsuccessful in the Briscoe Cup, and actually both these teams got eliminated by the Kings of Wrestling, who went on to be the finalists of the Briscoe Cup, who the UFO defeated to win that contract. And now they are the UPW World Tag Team Champions. So it really could have been either of these teams in that same position that the UFO was in. Two of the top teams here in UPW. Nice enziguri from Grandido. Definitely a bit of a stylistic clash. The heavy hitting from Bound by Blood. The suplexes, the hard forearms, European uppercuts like that. The punches, the kicks, the chops. Against the lucha style of Hologram and Grandido. But don't get twisted, Grandido can strike with the best of them. Hologram can take to the skies like no one else. But look at this, Konosuke Takeshita just beating the hell out of Hologram in the corner. This dragon screw from Grandido. Grandido looking to save his team. Catch one for that rolling elbow. Got dodge, satellite DDT from Grandido. Just dropped him on his head. And Ilya Dragunov, I believe, is fired up. Can't see it past Grandido's back. I don't know what the cameraman's doing. Nice running knee strike from Ilya Dragunov. Back body drop from Konosuke Takeshita. And Ilya Dragunov's got Grandido in the corner. Takeshita with the, I believe, the second cover attempt of this match. Just a 1 count. Hologram able to kick out. Dragunov putting Grandido in their corner. Takeshita got Hologram up on the shoulders. No, reverse DDT from Hologram. Ilya Dragunov got Grandido on the top rope. Looking for a superplex onto Grandido. And Hologram with a kick right to the face of Ilya Dragunov. You see how Ilya's body responded there? He might have knocked Ilya Dragunov out momentarily with that kick. Oh, big German suplex from Konosuke Takeshita. Grandido went to send Ilya Dragunov into the cage. Ilya caught himself. Oh, big chop from Hologram. Teardrop suplex from Dragunov. Roll up by Hologram. No. Dragunov right there to break it up. Big chop to the chest. Another chop to the chest. And look at Ilya Dragunov. You can see the fire in his eyes, the fire in his heart. Grandido with a super kick. Konosuke Takeshita straight to hell. And Hologram with the springboard. No one home. Hologram though went for that kick. Dragunov able to dodge. Grandido right there. Rolling Yoshi tonic. Moonsault kick. Oh my God, got a lot happening right now. Dragunov trying to fight out with everything he's got. Hologram got him against the ropes. Hologram with a forearm to the back. Grandido with a standing moonsault to Takeshita. And a standing shooting star press. Went for the German and Hologram, but Ilya Dragunov with the roll up. Grandido able to break up the pin. Good God. Dragunov. Oh my God, Torpedo Moscow to Grandido. This is not elimination rules, people. Oh no, Grandido even get the shoulder up. I think Hologram might have dropkicked Takeshita into Ilya Dragunov. I'm not too sure. This has been action-packed so far, people. Dragunov with a punch to the midsection. Dragunov picking Hologram up, looking for a power bomb. No. Hologram with the reversal. Bandito got to catch the power bomb of his own. Oh my God! Fall away. Moonsault slam. Moonsault Spanish fly. Oh no, just a 1 count. And now Bandito going off the ropes. Oh my God, that neck crank. Almost from a side position. And a standing shooting star as well. Grandido though, getting laid out with a big lariat from Takeshita. And now Takeshita got Hologram off the ropes, going from belly to belly, but no, Hologram tripping the leg up. Takeshita out. Dragunov went off the ropes. Hologram making the save for his team. Bandito out on one leg right now. Samoan driver by Hologram. Hologram was chasing after Ilya Dragunov. German suplex to Bandito. Oh, wait a minute. Hologram got Dragunov up for the portal bomb. Cover, but no, Takeshita right there to break it up. Takeshita immediately changing focus to Bandito. Maybe not the best idea. Hologram trying to put him in fireman's carry, but Takeshita maybe just a little too heavy for Hologram. Getting sent into the cage now. Oh my God, a sit-out gourd buster. Dragunov with the Uranagi and another standing shooting star from Bandito. Dragunov and Bandito now locking horns. And Bandito with a slaps right to the face, had a hand on the mask too. Uh-oh, looking for that suplex. Boom, brings him down. Hologram. Bring it to, oh my God, Kanosuke to catch it not for long though. Dragunov just snapped him down with that German suplex. Dragunov hitting anything he can right now. The forearms to the back of Bandito again. Oh, the spinning heel kick. Ilya Dragunov with the lariat, didn't get all of it. Didn't get all of it on Hologram. Hologram with a scoop and a slam now to Ilya Dragunov. Quick cover on Kanosuke to Takeshita. Oh, Takeshita getting the shoulder up. Bandito on the top rope. 450 splash onto Ilya Dragunov. Oh, just a 1 count. Now Hologram with a 450. Oh no, Takeshita move out of the way. Takeshita move out of the way. Forearm right to the face of Hologram. Oh, blue thunder bomb to from Bandito, excuse me. Standing shooting star as well. And Hologram is fired up. Hologram got Ilya Dragunov in his sights, looking for a code red. Ilya Dragunov crawling to the ropes. Hologram got Takeshita's arm. Walking to the ropes now. Standing. Oh my God! Pop-up cutter. And Grandido gets the win. We have tied the series 1 match apiece. Bandito and Hologram successful inside a steel cage. Hell of a match between Bound by Blood and Gramdido.
Every other Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, only on youtube.com/crazyjokesuk. TFF, where pro wrestling lives.
Welcome back to UPW TV, and it is now time for your first of 2 championship matches here tonight. And coming out first, it is the challenger for Lyra Valkyria's Global Championship. It is Kris Statlander. And for almost the entirety of this season, Kris Statlander has been gunning for championship gold, whether it's a global championship, whether it's the world championship. Kris Statlander has not been able to get her hands on either title quite yet. Could tonight be the night where Kris Statlander becomes champion? Kris Statlander made an immediate impact here in UPW with her absolute classic of a no-holds-barred match against Roxanne Perez. We see magic happen once again here tonight. And here comes the Blackbird of the after image, Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria has held that global championship since December at UPW Doomsday, when she shocked the world and became the global champion after defeating the at the time undefeated Queen Aminata. Lyra Valkyria since then has been on a tear with the Global Championship, most recently defeating JPW's Mina Shirakawa at Fate of Two Worlds Night 2. This is actually Lyra Valkyria's first global title defense on TV. Every other defense she's had has been on a pay-per-view. So tonight, Lyra Valkyria defends her global championship in home territory, the UPW Arena an arena, a venue. I got distracted seeing the title there. A venue that Lyra Valkyria has been in since day one. Remember, the final scenes of episode 1 of UPW TV was Queen Aminata and Lyra Valkyria staring each other down with that global championship high up in the air. And now Lyra Valkyria owns that title. Will she continue to hold it after tonight? Big chop from Stat to start things off, and these two into a collar and elbow. Now I will say Lyra Valkyria has the technical advantage over Kris Statlander, but Kris Statlander got a pretty decent size advantage over Lyra Valkyria. Big lariat from Stat, using that size advantage right there, and a big senton as well. That's something Kris Statlander is going to want to do in this match. Use her size to her advantage. Use that power that she has over Lyra Valkyria to muscle her way out of holds, muscle her way out of moves, and walk home as the global champion. Statlander got Lyra in a wrist lock right now. Wrenching it over, brings her down. Back up to the standing base is Lyra Valkyria. Do not want to fully drop down to a knee in a wrist lock. Nice Kris Statlander transitioning over to a side headlock. If Lyra can push Kris Statlander off, get her off the ropes, she could have been momentum, come back with a strike, but oh my God, Stat not going to let that happen. Just a big toss from Kris Statlander. Wait a minute, Lyra Valkyria, La Maestral on Kris Statlander. No, Statlander able to get the shoulder up. Lyra off the ropes, nice springboard cross body. Lyra calling Kris to her feet. Now Stat might be in trouble. Nice Russian leg sweep. Lyra floats over and just raining down the punches on Kris Statlander. Ever since joining the after image, back at New Vision. We've seen a much different side of Lyra Valkyria. A much more aggressive side of Lyra Valkyria than the one that we knew before. The Lyra Valkyria that respectfully went toe-to-toe with Queen Aminata. Didn't try to win the title. Taking advantage of a very vulnerable Tatum Paxley. That's been a threat throughout Lyra Valkyria's reign. Has been Tatum Paxley getting involved in title matches. We saw it happen at 44 Caliber Love Letters Valentine's Day pay-per-view. How fitting that Tatum Paxley would have such a bold show of her appreciation of her so-called love of Lyra Valkyria on Valentine's Day. Will we see Tatum Paxley pop up here tonight? It is unsure, it's unclear whether Tatum Paxley is actually officially in the after image or just simply infatuated with Lyra Valkyria. Tatum Paxley has gone on record to say that if she couldn't have Lyra Valkyria, then Lyra Valkyria couldn't have the Global Championship. But we saw what happened at UPW Doomsday. It seemed like Tatum Paxley took the bullet for Lyra Valkyria, and ever since then, Tatum Paxley has been assisting Lyra Valkyria in her Global Championship matches. Almost like some sort of deal has been made, like Lyra Valkyria only accepts Tatum Paxley around if, oh my god, she helps her. Almost like an uneven relationship, an abusive relationship almost. Oh my god! Kris Statlander with a tilt-a-whirl head scissors, sending Lyra Valkyria face first into the apron. My god, Kris Statlander going for broke right now. And Tatum Paxley, excuse me, Lyra Valkyria back up to her feet. German suplex to Lyra Valkyria. And with or without Tatum Paxley, Lyra Valkyria is still one of the best technical wrestlers in this entire division. She's the global champion for a reason. She was the first woman to pin Queen Aminata. Oh my god, Statlander with a slap right to the face of Lyra Valkyria. And Lyra Valkyria might be pissed off. Lyra Valkyria with a big arm drag. And Valkyria went for the lariat, but no. Statlander caught her. Gourd Buster sent her on her face. Just dropping her right on her face, right on her chest. And now, Kris Statlander not playing nice right now. Statlander, she knows what this match is about. She knows what's on the line here tonight. The UPW Global Championship, perhaps one of the richest prizes in all of professional wrestling. These first two Global Championship reigns have really made this title mean something. Oh my god. Back suplex on the apron. Oh no, German suplex, okay. Statlander trying to German Lyra Valkyria's head into the steps. That would have been a match ender for sure, but Lyra Valkyria firing right back with a standing moonsault on the floor. And now Kris Statlander got Lyra Valkyria up. Oh my god, sending her face first on that steel barricade. No padding on it, no cloth whatsoever. Just pure steel. And a powerbomb on the floor by Kris Statlander as well. Statlander bringing the global champion back in the ring. She knows she has to pin or submit the champ in the ring. And Statlander got the hands clasped. German suplex center of the ring. Oh, just a 2 count. Stag gonna go for another one. Oh no, Lyra this time. Able to get out of it. Statlander sending Lyra off the ropes. Drop down from Kris. Oh, went for maybe a power slam, but no. Lyra Valkyria caught her. Fisherman Buster. And Lyra not done yet. Looking for that cattle mutilation. No. No. Oh, what a big boot from Kris Statlander. Statlander saw it coming. Statlander saw it coming. She's done her homework. And now Stat got the global champ in the corner, but no commentator's curse. Lyra creates some separation. Look at Lyra Valkyria laughing at Kris Statlander in the corner. Those mind games of the after image coming into play right here. Trying to mentally break down your opponent until they're weak enough for you to strike. And Lyra Valkyria might be getting to that sweet spot. Kris Statlander might be at her breaking point very, very soon, but no, Kris Statlander refuses to go down. Kris Statlander, of course, at 44 caliber, love letter, defeated Willow Nightingale, her former best friend, in a steel cage match. We've seen a very different side of Kris Statlander since Doomsday, a much more selfish side. Oh my God, that was close. A much more selfish side. She's in it for herself, and she's made no secret about it. Valkyria went for that moonsault again, but no, Statlander caught her with another big boot right to the face, and the discus lariat. Shout out to Brody. Cover on Lyra Valkyria. Is that it? New global champion? No. Lyra Valkyria, her global title reign just flashed before her eyes. She's been champion since December of 2025. We are now in April of 2026. It has been 4 months with the Blackbird of the after image on top. Nice running drop kick by Lyra Valkyria. Kris Statlander now gonna crawl to the corner. Lyra Valkyria says she's gonna put Kris Statlander in the dirt. Another running drop kick from Lyra Valkyria. Lyra got Kris again. Got her in another corner. This time, just pulling out the shoulder of Kris Statlander, driving her elbow into the rope. I don't know if drilling makes sense in that context, but I guess it works still. Uh-oh. Guillotine leg drop. Sending Kris Statlander to the floor, and Stat might be down and out. Oh, wait a minute. Lyra Valkyria, the Blackbird looking to fly. And Lyra Valkyria with a drop kick to the floor. Oh, looking for that standing moonsault. And Lyra Valkyria not done yet, getting back in the ring. Looking for a suicide dive as well. Lyra Valkyria is going off. Lyra Valkyria on the top rope now, calling Kris Statlander to her feet. The damage has not been done yet. The drop kick again, off the top this time. Oh no, Statlander getting a shoulder up. How the hell did Kris Statlander kick out all that? She's back to her feet. She's back to her feet now. And Stats and Lyra off the ropes. Lyra dodging that power slam attempt again. Both these women. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Kris Statlander got her up. Saturday Night Fever. Dropped her on her head. Oh, just a 1 count. Referee with a slow count. Referee might be a little woozy. Kris Statlander has every right to be upset right now. That referee might have just tried to fuck on her. But what a contest this has been for the Global Championship. And now Kris Statlander visibly upset, and rightfully so. The Global Championship could have been hers. But that referee might have gotten knocked by Lyra Valkyria while she was trying to run to the outside. Might have gotten him a little woozy, excuse me. Referees in pro wrestling are made out of paper and glass. Very common knowledge. Kris Statlander just tossed the global champion into the steps, and now Kris Statlander just waiting on Lyra Valkyria to get back in the ring, but no, never mind, commentator's curse. Kris Statlander with a super kick right to the face of Lyra Valkyria. She knows she's going to get Lyra Valkyria back in the ring if she wants to win the global championship. You know, Lyra Valkyria wanted to toss Kris Statlander into the barricade. But Kris is able to stop herself and now just tossing Lyra Valkyria to the other side of the arena. Oh, kick right to the back of the neck of Lyra Valkyria. Kris Statlander putting Lyra Valkyria back in the ring. And now Stat got Lyra. Deadlift powerbomb from Kris Statlander. And Stat not done yet. Nice flipping senton. Oh wait, Lyra back to her feet. Lyra back to her feet. Stat got her up for the gourd buster. Drops her on her chest. Not done yet. Deadlift powerbomb. Kris Statlander is going off, but no, Lyra Valkyria picking the leg. And now turning Kris Statlander over, looking for that cattle mutilation. She's got it locked in deep right now. But no, Kris Statlander not tapping out Lyra Valkyria. Looking to switch gears here. Lyra on the second. Nice crossbody to Kris Statlander. Now Lyra got Kris in a seated position. Nice basement drop kick. I believe that is the second of this match. And now Kris Statlander in the corner. Lyra Valkyria bringing the boots to Kris Statlander. Got her in the center of the ring. Now got her in the corner. Putting her up top. What is Lyra Valkyria thinking? Oh my God! What a right hand from Lyra Valkyria. Just sucker punch Kris Statlander, and Stat might be knocked out. Double standing moonsaults by Lyra Valkyria. And now Lyra Valkyria getting back in the ring. Kris Statlander slowly getting to her feet. Lyra Valkyria taunting Kris Statlander. Maybe not the best idea right now in this point of the match. Kris got Lyra again. Oh my God, Lyra's legs hit the barricade. Her feet, her ankles, her shins just hit the metal barricade. We've seen how the barricade is unforgiving against people's body parts. Eddie Kingston infamously out for a long period of time with a leg injury after his legs hit the barricade. Kris Statlander might be trying to do the same for Lyra Valkyria. Trying to make sure she wins the global championship here tonight by injuring the champion. We're at a count of 6 right now. If Lyra Valkyria keeps this on the outside, then we may have a retained Fisherman Buster on the floor. Wait a minute, Lyra Valkyria wants to do this the right way. Putting Kris Statlander back in the ring. Wait a minute. Tatum Paxley's here. Lyra Valkyria. She looks like she's seen a ghost. She's confused. She doesn't know why Tatum Paxley's out here. Lyra Valkyria getting back in the ring, but Kris Statlander off the ropes. Scissors kick from Kris Statlander. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Stat's got her up, got the legs hooked. Saturday Night Fever. Center up the ring. And Kris Statlander is the new global champion. Tatum Paxley, what have you done? Thursday nights just got a little hotter because we all got Saturday Night Fever. That is right, people. On Monday, April 20th, we'll be having a mini UPW TV episode 40 episode. That's an episode a lot there. Where it'll be 2 matches on the show. It's a brief little 420 special. One of those 2 matches is Charlie Dempsey versus Dominic Mysterio for the Junior Heavyweight Championship 2 out of 3 falls. The other match will be announced at some point on my Twitter, twitter.com/aaroncantmosh. Stay tuned for more updates. Speaking of updates, actually, probably nice time to plug this. If you did not see, we have started a Patreon, patreon.com/aaroncantmosh. There's 2 tiers. That's specifically our 4 Ultralight Pro Wrestling. The first tier will get you a cool color in my Discord server, which is linked in every description on all my videos. And it will get you your name at the end of UPW episodes. We have a bit of a higher tier, the $6 tier, $7.50 if you're in Canada. The Ultralight EX tier, we get all that cool stuff, a magenta color in my Discord, and also an exclusive look at behind-the-scenes footage and behind-the-scenes stuff for Ultralight Pro Wrestling ahead of Season 2. We're moving back to the action here. Penta faces the Monster Abyss in Falls Count Anywhere action. And now this issue really started out Reach for the Sky when the leader of the After Image, Aleister Black, interfered and cost Penta the Intercontinental Championship. Aleister said that he sees potential in Penta. He sees something darker in Penta that perhaps Penta does not see in himself. And Aleister Black wants to bring that out of Penta. And it sounds like Aleister Black wants Penta to embrace the After Image. Penta has been very sure on his stance of not joining the After Image, so much as here tonight he's challenged the Monster Abyss to a Falls Count Anywhere match, and this match is about to be absolute chaos. This is Abyss's first one-on-one match here in UPW. Abyss has only been in tag action so far in UPW. Former UPW Tag Team Champion is Abyss alongside Aleister Black. They lost those titles to The New Day back at Title Thursday a couple of months ago. We're here tonight, Abyss and Penta look to go to war. And this is not going to be a wrestling match, Phil. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a fight. Penta went for a chop on Abyss. Abyss blocking it. Abyss got Penta in the corner. What a short arm lariat. Good God. And Penta just got his hand kicked away by Abyss into the German suplex, and Abyss into the cover on Penta. And no, Penta able to get the shoulder up. Penta's only been here in UPW for a couple of months. Penta debuted back in February, I believe. Maybe late January, also, I don't really remember. As the challenger for CM Punk's Men's World Championship at 44 caliber love letter. Of course, we saw how that turned out. The Straight Society, apparently, allegedly, if you listen to CM Punk, it wasn't the Straight Society. If you have half a brain, then you know it was Straight Society. Attacks Penta, costing him the Men's World Championship. And now the Men's World Championship is held by Penta's best friend, Eddie Kingston. It'll be interesting to see if those two cross paths at some point here in UPW. Oh my God, Penta got a barbed wire bat. Just swinging for the fences right now with that thing. Got a sling blade off, and now Penta on the top rope looking for that double foot stomp right to the midsection of Abyss. We also got a table in the ring. Quick cover by Penta. Abyss able to get the shoulder up. This is the type of match that Abyss excels in. These plunder matches, these hardcore matches. You see the scars on Abyss's body. He has made a career out of maiming people. Much like how Penta's doing right now with a barbed wire bat, Abyss would do with Janice. We've seen him do it here in UPW before. take people out. Will Janice, you gotta think, will Janice come out here tonight? Nice head scissors by Penta. Penta now got the table. Just tossed it on top of Abyss. That is a heavy table to land on a whole human being. And now Penta got a trash can, almost landing on Abyss as well. Penta, springboard leg drop right to the midsection of Abyss. I think Aleister Black has told Abyss, hey, you gotta beat this man down. You gotta make sure this man wants to join the aftermatch. I'm sure Abyss wants to hurt this man so bad that he has no choice but to join the aftermatch. But Penta is a much harder person to convince than you'd think. Penta very, very set in his ways. Will not switch for anybody. Penta knows what he knows. Quick cover. I was going to say Penta knows only what he knows best, and that is zero fear. That is cero miedo. Penta fears no man. He said he especially fears no monster. Specifically the monster Abyss. Nice strike right to the shoulder. The barbed wire bat. Went for another, but Abyss had to get out of the way. But Penta just threw the bat right at his face. Penta got Abyss in the corner, but Abyss with the elbow. Right to Penta. Abyss getting a little bit of distance now. Got Penta in the corner. Got him up top. And Abyss got something in mind here. Maybe looking to put Penta through that table with a superplex. That table just exploded. And Abyss is fired up. Penta right back to his feet. Penta sending Abyss off the ropes. Drop down leapfrog. Went for a sling blade. No. Got caught with an STO, tripping up the legs of Penta. Oh my God, Abyss just tossed that trash can right in the face of Penta. Oh, wait a minute. Abyss with a power bomb position on Penta. Power bomb onto the trash can. That trash can just folded under the weight of Penta, and Penta's head hit the trash can on the way down. My God. And now Abyss got the steel steps. I want to throw him at the head of Penta. Penta able to roll out of the way. Oh, and a boot right to the face by Abyss. Abyss got Penta up. Sidewalk slam on the floor. Abyss just screaming at the fans right now. A very disturbed man is Abyss. If he's even a man at all, he's the monster Abyss. And Penta just found that out the hard way. Just got hit with shock treatment. Able to get the shoulder up. Abyss getting more and more frustrated. You know when Abyss gets frustrated, he only gets more dangerous. I don't know if Abyss sees anything other than red. The Penta fears nothing at all. And he is the type of man who will take the fight to Abyss like he's doing right now. Getting fired up and looking to fly with a tope con hilo. This is Falls Count Anywhere, people. Oh no. I was going to say if Penta wanted to get a cover on Abyss, he'd be able to, but Abyss with a quick STO taking down Penta again. That time just tossing the steps right on the chest of Penta. And Abyss now measuring. Penta went for the black hole slam, but Penta with the reversal of the elbows to the ear of Abyss gets sent to the barricade now. And look at this. Abyss just slamming the head of Penta into the floor. This has been nothing but a war. Big splash by Abyss. Quick cover on Penta. Oh no, Penta able to get the shoulder up again. Abyss. Oh, sending Penta head first into the steps. Penta tripped. I think this is the back. It was the side of his head. Hit those steps. Now Abyss working over the shoulder of Penta. Got the steps again. What does Abyss have in mind? Just tossing him again. That time with full contact. You saw them bounce off the body of Penta. But Penta still fighting. And Abyss once again sending Penta near the barricade. Just toying with them right now, sending them back and forth and back and forth. Uh-oh, Abyss again. Got him goozled. Choke slam on the apron. And now Abyss measuring the corpse of Penta. Surely he's got this one in the bag. Picks him up. Oh, looking for a powerbomb. Oh no. Oh no. Powerbomb to the floor. Over the ropes. Straight to the floor. And Abyss. What the hell is Abyss doing? Getting the steps again. Over Penta back up to his feet. Penta back up to his feet. Penta's back in this one. Uh-oh, Penta with a code red. Code red on the floor. Oh no, Abyss. Abyss back to his feet now. Penta with the elbows though, these two men. Going back and forth on the outside of the ring. Uh-oh, schoolboy, no. Super kick right to the face. Pinpoint accuracy from Penta. Now wait a minute. Penta got a chair, but Abyss slapping it out of his hand. Abyss got Penta goozled for another choke slam, this time on the floor. Did you see the way Penta's body ricocheted off the floor? But Penta able to get his shoulder up either way. Penta in a bad position right now. No commentators. Curse Sling Blade on the floor. And Penta removing the glove. Penta is fired up. And now Penta with the Penta driver on the floor to Abyss. Cover on Abyss. Oh no, Penta not able to put him away. Abyss able to get the shoulder up. This has been an absolute clusterfuck. And Penta calling Abyss to his feet. Crossbody center of the ring. And Penta is fired up. Wait a minute, hold on. The after image. This is no DQ, wait up. Enter Zero. Oh my God, that was a fireball! Zero just ignited the flame right in the face of Penta, and now Penta getting out with a black hole slam! Cover on Penta! What the hell? What type of unholy union did Aleister Black just form? Zero has joined the after image. What the hell?
From the young
Welcome back to UPW TV, and we just saw Prince Devitt attack Daniel Garcia backstage. Gotta believe there's some issues now between Garcia and Devitt. After Devitt attacked Daniel Garcia's mentor last week during that Intercontinental Championship triple threat match. But moving on here, people, we gotta shift gears to some 8-man tag action. Coming down to the ring right now, Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, and the current UPW Junior Heavyweight Champion, Charlie Dempsey, the Gold Medalist Academy. Gold Medalist Academy and the Silver Tongue have been odds for a number of weeks now. Chad Gable wants his TV championship back from Soberano Jr. And from what I hear, folks, from what I'm getting info on my headset right now, that will be happening next week. Chad Gable versus Soberano Jr. for the TV championship. And if you'd like to vote on what the match stipulation will be for that match, you can on patreon.com/aaroncantmosh in the $6 750 CAD tier, Ultralight EX. And here come their opponents here tonight. Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee Andrade, and the current UPW television champion, Soberano Jr., the Silver Tongue. Now, there's a lot more similarities between these two factions than it might seem. First of all, they both walk to the ring in the exact same manner. We'll see if they learn some new motions by season 2. Second of all, they both have singles gold in their history. Soberano Jr., the TV champion, like I just said. Dominic Mysterio, the second ever junior heavyweight champion. Charlie Dempsey, over the Gold Medalist Academy, the current junior heavyweight champion. And Chad Gable, the second ever TV champion. Lots of championships to be held between these two teams. Just in UPW alone, we're not even scratching the surface once we leave UPW. And here we go. The Silver Tongue versus the Gold Medalist Academy. Chad Gable, Dominic Mysterio, with the respective leaders of their teams, starting things off here. Chad Gable sending Dominic Mysterio off the ropes. Nice overhead belly to belly by Chad Gable. Chad Gable, quick cover form in the face of Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio, a little kick out. Soberano Jr. very quick to get in there, maybe trying to get in the face of his opponent next week, Chad Gable. Can Chad Gable recapture the television championship next week? Dominic Mysterio trying to tee off on Chad Gable, and now a pin over former TV champion Chad Gable will be huge for Dominic Mysterio. They move him up the pecking order here in UPW. Here comes Gold Medal Mello. Carmelo Hayes recently made his return to UPW. Mello rolling Dominic Mysterio over. Mello picking Dominic up. Kneeling position. Mello going off the ropes. And a knee right to the face of Dominic Mysterio. Mello's kick right to the midsection of Dominic. There's a battle over control right now. Which stable is more dominant here in UPW? Is it the Silver Tongue or is it the Gold Medalist Academy? This Hurricane Rana by Dominic Mysterio. Dominic putting Carmelo in the corner now, tagging in the current TV champion, Soberano Jr. We saw Soberano Jr. capture that TV championship from the Beast Mortos just a couple of weeks ago. Oh my God, what a super kick by Carmelo Hayes. You gotta think now everybody is gunning for that TV championship as we head closer to the season finale of UPW Season 1. Of course, Final Destination will be airing on this very YouTube channel May 30th. Live from at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Melo went for a kick to the chest, but Soberano able to get out of the way. His head scissors by Soberano Jr. Melo looking to crawl back to his corner, but Soberano not going to let him. Right to the head of Carmelo Hayes, and Melo now looking to get a piece of Dominic Mysterio, but I think he's getting jumped by the Silver Tongue right now on the outside. That is just the price you pay trying to attack teammates on the apron. Oh, but wait a minute, Soberano Jr. though. Soberano Jr. Oh my God, DDT on the apron to Charlie Dempsey, and now this match starting to break down already. This match already starting to break down. Andrade now getting planted on his head. The Braun Breaker hot shot and Soberano over the top rope. Melo getting sent back in the ring. Now both legal men back in the ring. Soberano with a super kick now, much like Melo did to him earlier. Quick cover on Carmelo Hayes. No, Melo able to get the shoulder up. Lock up and nope. Arch whip, nope. Dominic and Dragon Lee stopping Melo in his tracks. Melo creating some distance. Knee strike right to the jaw of the TV champion. Gotta think the Gold Medalist Academy is trying to weaken up Soberano Jr. before his TV championship next week, his TV championship match next week. Dragon Lee and Charlie Dempsey now the legal men. Dragon Lee immediately went for Chad Gable, but Charlie Dempsey trying to rip the mask off of Dragon Lee right now. Charlie Dempsey, the current junior heavyweight champion, won that junior heavyweight championship at 44 caliber love letter after a triple threat match between Dominic Mysterio and Daniel Garcia. And now Charlie Dempsey again going back to the mask of Dragon Lee. We've seen it happen before. If you unmask a luchador, that gives you pretty much a wide open area to attack. Their folks are covering their face, covering their identity, the most important thing for a luchador. Oh, what a European uppercut by Charlie Dempsey. Dempsey almost beheaded Dragon Lee with that. But Dragon Lee with the reversal got Charlie Dempsey in his own corner. Dragon Lee was going for something there. Charlie Dempsey just a little off the mark. Now Dragon Lee got him in the corner himself, excuse me. Charlie Dempsey on the second hanging dragon sleeper to Dragon Lee. Very befitting. And Charlie Dempsey showed exactly why he is the junior heavyweight champion right now. Charlie Dempsey, one of the best damn technicians in this entire company. Beautiful Northern Light suplex with the bridge, but referee a little slow to get to the count. Dragon Lee looking to get the tag, but Charlie Dempsey gonna stop him. Dempsey going off the ropes. Mr. Perfect neck snap by Charlie Dempsey. And now Dempsey got a guillotine. Got a guillotine, looks to drop with it, and he does. He does on the ground fully. Oh wait, no. Dragon Lee muscling him back up. Oh, just slamming Charlie Dempsey on the mat. Able to escape that guillotine choke. Sending him off the ropes, drop down from Dragon Lee, leapfrog from Dragon Lee. Snap German, planting him on his head. Dragon Lee picking up Charlie Dempsey, kick to the knee. Repeated kicks to the knee, and that time Charlie Dempsey caught the leg. Oh, wait a minute. Dragon Lee, Operation Dragon to the junior heavyweight champion, but Braun Breaker right there to break it up. Braun Breaker right there, making sure his team is still in it. And that's a man we have not seen a whole lot of in Season 1. Braun Breaker has been a bit of a caged animal under Kurt Angle, under the Gold Medalist Academy, only let unleashed. Only let to be unleashed, excuse me, when called upon. I got a feeling that in the next coming weeks, Braun Breaker might be a bigger problem as he come closer to Final Destination. Everyone wants to be on that card. Everyone wants a piece of the season finale. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Charlie Dempsey with a stretch muffler on Dragon Lee right now. Oh no, Dragon Lee able to counter. Dragon Lee making a pretty good case for himself right now for a Junior Heavyweight Championship shot. But also maybe trying to weaken Charlie Dempsey so the Junior Heavyweight Championship can come back to the Silver Tongue, to Dominic Mysterio. The last great Mysterio, as Dom calls himself. Super kick. Double super kicks to Charlie Dempsey. And here comes big ass Braun Breaker. He's a big ass dude right here. He's a badass. He's gonna cut you in half. And look at this, Braun Breaker showing exactly why they call him Badass Braun Breaker. Double deadlift powerbomb, Dominic Mysterio. Oh wait, Dominic Mysterio. Mysterio with the small package, but no. Braun Breaker able to get the shoulder up. Forearm right under the jaw of Dominic Mysterio. Dodging that one. Nice dodge by Dominic, or by Braun Breaker. Dominic with a spine buster though. Dom picking Braun up. Went for the super kick. No, Braun able to get out of the way. Big lariat by Braun Breaker. Tagging in Chad Gable now. Here comes Sabrano Jr. These two men will meet for the TV championship next week. Both men flipping at each other. Neither man making full connection. Oh, wait a minute. Roll up by Sabrano Jr. Roll up. Oh no. Chad Gable with the roll up as well. Oh no. Both these men going back and forth with this roll up. No. Gable able to get the shoulder up back to a standing position over both these men. Wait a minute. German suplex holding on. Another German suplex. And Chad Gable gets the third, a trifecta of German suplexes. Quick cover on the TV champ, and Dominic Mysterio right there to break it up. Lots of title implications in this match. Chad Gable putting Sabrano in the corner, but Sabrano with the reversal. Sabrano got him up. That reverse pile driver. Picks Gable back up again. And now sending him into enemy territory. But Gable with an elbow into the jaw. Gable picked the ankle. Smooth as butter is Chad Gable. Oh, but here comes Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee breaking up the submission hold. Dragon Lee with a drop kick now to Chad Gable. Dragon Lee's got to get out of here, and he does before he gets disqualified. Chad Gable looking for that deadlift German. Sabrano able to get out of the way. Oh my God, pop-up Hurricane Rana, beautiful from Sabrano Jr. And Chad Gable crawling to get the tag from Charlie Dempsey. Sabrano a little too cocky there, showing off a little bit too much. And it's slamming down the Junior Heavyweight Champion. It's champ versus champ action right now. Sabrano focusing on Chad Gable now. Maybe not the best idea. Charlie Dempsey back in the ring. Dempsey focusing on Sabrano Jr. Junior Heavyweight Champ versus TV Champ right here. Sabrano putting Charlie Dempsey in the corner. Creating some distance. Oh no, Dempsey got the feet up. Boots to the face by Charlie Dempsey. Dempsey turned him around. Dempsey, Regalplex. And look at this, Charlie Dempsey is fired up by, I believe, Dominic Mysterio just been tagged in. Dominic went for that Michinoku driver. Charlie Dempsey with a lariat though. A little preview of what's to come. Monday 420 special. Wait a minute. Charlie Dempsey with a crossface chicken wing. But no, Andrade right there to break it up in a drop kick right to the face of Charlie Dempsey. Charlie Dempsey with the European uppercut to Andrade though. Andrade now in the ring, and Braun Breaker just sending him out of the ring. Braun Breaker is fired up. He's looking at Dominic Mysterio like he's fresh meat. Big spine buster by Braun Breaker. Oh, a right hand from Dragon Lee. A right hand from Dragon Lee. Momentarily stunning Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker staying focused on the task at hand. That's the coaching of Coach Angle. making sure that he stays focused in Braun Breaker. Got Dominic Mysterio in the corner. Big shoulder tackle. And now an overhead belly to belly. Oh, Dominic Mysterio getting cut in half with a spear. A spear from Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker has pinned Dominic Mysterio. The Gold Medalist Academy, very impressive. And Braun just pinned the leader of the Silver Tongue. What a match, what a tag match between Gold Medalist Academy and the Silver Tongue. It looks like Mercedes Mone has found herself some new business associates. Alongside JC Jane and the debuting Megan Bayne, who have her in-ring debut next week against Io Sky. What a match that is going to be. But it is now time for your main event of UPW TV episode 39 as we reignite an old feud between the current UPW Men's World Champion Eddie Kingston and our old rival in Kris Hero. Lots of history between these two men, lots of bad blood between these two men. To keep things very, very short and simple, these two guys do not like each other in the slightest. Over the years, Eddie Kingston's believed that Kris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli held friends of his down throughout the independent scene, throughout their careers. But Eddie Kingston's persevered throughout all of that, and he is walking in tonight as your Ultralight Pro Wrestling Men's World Champion. After winning that title at UPW Reach for the Sky, episode 36 in the Hammerstein Ballroom, a show that was a tribute to the man that he wears on that t-shirt, Jay Briscoe. He hit the Ice Killer on CM Punk, an homage to his old friend, his old mentor, Homicide. And he won the Men's World Championship. He did the impossible, and he defeated the best in the world. But winning a title is much easier than keeping the title. Eddie Kingston says he will face all comers, all challengers. He will defend against all of them. And here tonight, Eddie Kingston looks to face Kris Hero. Kris Hero debuted alongside Claudio Castagnoli at 44 Caliber Love Letter as the wild card in the Briscoe Cup. And you can only imagine that when Eddie Kingston showed up here in UPW during Fate of Two World season, that Kris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli were not too pleased to see Eddie Kingston around, especially now that he's the Men's World Champion. Kris Hero sees the title. He knows what that title is all about. UPW Championship is on the line. And here we go. Kris Hero with a rolling over to the back of the head immediately. Rolling over to the back of the head immediately. And oh my God, Kris Hero obviously with a very clear game plan. Focus on the neck, focus on the back of the head. of Eddie Kingston, try to knock him out. Chris Hero taking this pretty lightly so far. Again, dropping Eddie Kingston on his head. A very clear focus point of Chris Hero right now. Eddie Kingston sending him off the ropes. Snap German suplex. If you needed any proof as to how much these two men hate each other, this match did not start with a collar and elbow. This match did not start with a lockup. This match started with a fight. Eddie Kingston, Chris Hero. There's a rivalry that spans many companies. It also spawned many companies. Lots of indie companies back in the mid-2000s. Oh my God! Chris Hero just went flying. Lots of indie companies back in the mid-2000s use this rivalry and the heat that this rivalry had as a way to boost their company. A company like Chikara, like Ring of Honor, like PWG. And now, damn near 20 years later, we're back here in UPW. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Death taxes and Chris Hero and Eddie Kingston hating each other. Nice enziguri by Eddie Kingston, laying out Chris Hero. Quick cover on Chris Hero. Now Hero getting the shoulder up. You gotta think Chris Hero maybe still not fully recovered after that hellacious reach for the sky ladder match. On the very same show that Eddie Kingston won the World Championship. And Eddie Kingston, nice gut-wrench suplex. Chris Hero with a kick right to the top of the head. Hero dumping Eddie Kingston to the floor. Now, if Crazy Joe was here right now, I know he'd be rooting for his boy Eddie Kingston. Right now, Crazy Joe is sick. I think he's got a stomach flu or something. So, wish him well. Maybe hit him up on Twitter. Or if you guys Discord, maybe send him a Discord message. Or he might be in the chat during this episode. Say get well soon to Joe in the chat. Oh, big chop. Eddie Kingston with a kick right in the chest. You gotta think Eddie Kingston probably fighting for his boy Crazy Joe right now. Eddie Kingston raining the punches down on Chris Hero. These two men not pulling any punches, that's for sure. Just strikes after strikes after strikes. Backdrop driver by Chris Hero. Chris Hero, he knows how to strike with the best from how to toss people on their heads. And so does Eddie Kingston. Both these men a lot more similar than they're willing to admit. Good cover, man. Oh, Chris Hero getting the shoulder up. Eddie Kingston now meeting Chris Hero on the floor, but no, wait a minute. Hero catching him. Oh, just dropping Eddie Kingston face first on the apron and a senton on the floor for good measure. Chris Hero got Eddie Kingston, sending Eddie back in the ring. Chris Hero picking Eddie Kingston up, chop to the chest. Big lariat, almost a forearm. Another lariat. Catching the leg, sweeps the leg. Nice one from Eddie Kingston. Kingston picking up Chris Hero. And Eddie Kingston with a backdrop driver. Dropping him on his head. Is that in for Chris Hero? No, Hero able to get the shoulder up. Chris Hero has the biggest chance of his UPW career to become the men's world champion. But no, Chris Hero with a quick roll up. Oh no, Eddie Kingston able to get the shoulder up with just one. And a big boot, Chris Hero laying out Eddie Kingston. And Chris Hero measuring Eddie Kingston. Oh, Eddie Kingston went for the backhand. But Hero got him up with the electric chair, maybe looking for that rolling elbow, but Eddie Kingston fighting out of it. Eddie Kingston with a big lariat now. Eddie Kingston just barely avoiding that rolling elbow to the back of the head. Now wait a minute, Eddie Kingston. Oh, went for that dragon sleep, but Chris Hero very quickly getting his foot under the rope. Eddie Kingston went for a pin, but Hero still had his foot under the rope. Eddie Kingston trying to get out of this match. He knows the longer he stays in this match, the more dangerous Chris Hero gets. He knows Chris Hero better than damn near anybody else in that locker room, maybe even including Claudio Castagnoli. But Eddie Kingston, oh wait, no, went for the boot, but Hero got the foot up. Hero with the DDT on Kingston's head again. Kingston crawling against the ropes, and Chris Hero not giving him a second to breathe, hanging him up to dry. The knees right to the face of Eddie Kingston. Oh my God. And now the count begins as Eddie Kingston looks to get his bearings back. Eddie Kingston meeting Chris Hero on the floor. Half Nelson suplex on the floor. Spiked him on his head. Eddie Kingston knows he's got to get Chris Hero back in the ring if he wants to get a clean victory over Chris Hero. But Hero with the reversal, sending Eddie Kingston into the barricade. Like I said, people, this one is a fight. This one's not a wrestling match. These two men are throwing whatever they got at each other, whatever big moves they got. They want to hurt each other. On a count of 7 now, Chris Hero putting Eddie Kingston back in the ring. Chris Hero. Oh wait, locking in an armbar, but no, Eddie Kingston able to get back to the standing base. The fist to the forehead of Chris Hero, allowing Eddie Kingston to get out of that one. Went for the Hurricane. He went for the Hurricane again, but Hero caught him with the powerbomb. And Chris Hero with the powerbomb stacks him up high, center of the ring. No, Eddie Kingston able to get the shoulder up. On a running senton, a big boy senton by Chris Hero. Chris Hero measuring Eddie Kingston, looking for that big boot. No discus on that one. Eddie Kingston a little too close for the discus. Cover anyway. No, Eddie Kingston getting the shoulder up. I think if Hero got the discus on that boot, that might have been it. Chris Hero measuring Eddie Kingston. Death by elbow. Just like last week. Cover on Eddie Kingston. Oh no, Eddie Kingston getting the shoulder up. Hero was just a second away from becoming the men's world champion. Hurricane, no, dodge. Dodge by Chris Hero. Dodge by Chris Hero. At the half and half. Dumped him on his head. And look at this, Eddie Kingston now choking Chris Hero. Eddie Kingston knows he's got to do whatever he can to keep Chris Hero down. Back drop driver. And Eddie Kingston not done yet. Eddie Kingston is not done yet. Kingston sees Hero grabbing his neck, and he's got a fucking target on it. Dragon Sleeper on Chris Hero. Dragon Sleeper. And Hero's gonna tap out. Eddie Kingston is still your world champion. Hell of a match between Chris Hero and Eddie Kingston. But Eddie Kingston is still your men's world champion. People, if Eddie Kingston can keep that belt going into Final Destination, then he will meet Kevin Steen and Sami Zayn in a triple threat main event in the main event of the season finale. But people, that is all the time we have here tonight. From me to you, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.